Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm back again. Um, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be able to share this with y'all. Um, I have something that it's something that I want to share with y'all, and I'm kicking straight facts. Um, this topic, I must warn you, is this topic. This topic is necessary. Um, it's I I am sharing this because of some of the people that may be in motion of being destroyed because they lack this knowledge. I'm sharing this because I don't want you to be destroyed. I want you to know about this. Now, um, I'm just going to get into it because right now I'm kind of emotional a little bit. I'm going to share that with y'all. It has nothing well, it has a little bit to do with this topic, but at the same time, some other things that's going on, in my life. Um, I'll share it. I just share it with y'all. It's change. I'm in transition right now. I just, um, I just stepped up and received another merit. I put it like that. I just received um, another. I just leave it at that. I just received another merit, and I'm gonna get right into it. Today's topic is sorcery. I want to. I'll just jump into it. Sorcery. Um, a lot of people have a misrepresentation or a misconcept of the word sorcery. Some people think that sorcery is just some type of um witchcraft. It's just this, it's just that. But I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Sorcery. Sorcery comes from a Greek origin word, which is pharmakia. Pharmakia, you probably recognize a root word in it, pharma, pharmaceuticals, pharmacy, pharmakia, and it's just simply is the use of drugs to evoke certain spirits and to tap into the spiritual realm, kind of like uninvited. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like cheating. And so simply the word sorcery means pharmakia. And to use drugs to evoke spirits, to control certain spirits, and to tap into the spiritual realm. That's what sorcery is. And it's the use of drugs to do it. Oftentimes, I'll explain it like this. I'll put it like this first. Okay, you have a physical form and you have a spiritual form on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, say for instance, you have a substance that's physical. Okay, there's a spiritual aspect to that physical form of whatever drug that it is. And when you partake in it, when you take it in, you also take the spirit in with it. And that is called evoking a spirit. Now, there are certain spirits that once they get in, they don't want to get out. They want control. So they continue you on that substance. Okay. Um, it's deep, y'all. This is some deep stuff. Okay, say for instance, I was on drugs. I'm a ex addict, and for 3 years I was cross addicted to heroin and crack. And during this addiction, I didn't know what it was because it was new to me because I wasn't raised like that, first off. First off, I want you to know that my family raised me right. They showed me how to be right. They showed me what good people are because they are good people. I attest to that. I am a witness to my family, my mother's side of the family are good people. So, but this is something that I learned on my own. This is a choice that I made on my own to be sucked into the world of addiction. Now, first off, I'm going to start with this. If I am a sorcerer, first let's define this sorcerer. A sorcerer is a person that uses drugs. A sorcerer is a person that manufactures drugs. And a sorcerer is a person that sells drugs. Those are the three sub-entities under the word sorcery. Those are sorcerers. Okay. Now, say for instance, if I'm a sorcerer and I come to a new community and there's nobody to buy my drugs, there's nobody here to buy my drugs, but I'm in the business of sorcery, so I need somebody to buy these drugs. So what should I do? Should I move on? No, because there's this community has potential of me making a lot of money off of it, and I want that money, which is a veil of my true intentions, because it's not about money. It's just about controlling souls. But if there's nobody to use it, I can't make no money here. So what do? I have to create users. I have to prey on people that may seem weak. I have to prey on people that may be gullible. I may be preying on people that may just be depressed and don't care what happens to their life. They just whatever the wind do, whatever the wind blows, I'll go there. I need to find people like that who I can get hooked on these drugs so I can make money. If you ask a female, where does she get her, how does she get addicted to anything? She'll probably tell you, my boyfriend used to sell it. If you ask any man, any nice man, any beautiful man that struggled with addiction, any kind of man, how he got addicted to drugs, he'll tell you, this female. You probably wonder, like, you probably see somebody in a family that's like, this person, his family don't do drugs, so why is he on drugs? It's because somebody preyed on him, somebody watched him, and somebody wanted to make a customer out of him or her. Yeah, somebody. So if you have a family member that's struggling with addiction, you probably wonder, like, how did this person get? Somebody preyed on them, and somebody they know, somebody that was close to them that they trusted, gave this shit to them. And they might not say nothing about it because they say, the code of the streets, keep your motherfucking mouth shut, stitches get ditches, all that kind of stuff. And and all is well to that, to the street code. I will obey that street code because I was once on that street as that street. But right now I'm not operating in the streets. I'm operating in the neighborhood. You got two sets of people in the community. You got the hood that's ran by hoodlums. Then you got the neighborhood that's ran by neighbors. Okay, I was once in the hood. And since I was in the hood, I have to abide by those rules to be true to that. So that's what it is. So other than that, I don't know nothing. But coming to today, I'm not a part of that. I'm a part of the community that are neighbors who want to see people, who want to build people and not tear people down, because that's what addiction does. That's what evil sorcery does. Because there's two sorceries. There's evil sorcery and there's good sorcery. Just like there's a bad sorcery, that people who, sell stuff that's malicious, that would destroy you, that would take all your belongings and stuff like that. That's malicious. Those are malicious drugs. You have, and it's controlled by evil sorcerers. But you also have good sorcerers, like doctors who actually prescribe you antibiotics, who prescribe you, you know, Tylenols, or who prescribe you pain medications because you actually is in pain. You know, those are good sorcerers. Remember, in one of my other videos, I had told you the Bible says to not suffer an evil witch to live. It didn't say not to suffer a witch or a sorcerer to live. It said to not suffer. It said to not suffer an evil witch or evil sorcerer to live. So there are good sorcerers. There are good witches on Earth. Okay, now getting back to creating or getting back to a person creating an addict because they want to make money. I'm making this video also, especially for you who hasn't given in to being preyed on, because the Bible, it says, be sober, to be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, he stalks about like a roaring lion, seeking who he may devour. Now, if you think about a lion waits for, they watching a herd. A lion watching the whole herd, but it waits for that one to strangle away from the herd. And it preys on it, it watches it, it calculates it, and it pounces in on it. That's why the Lord told us to be sober and to be vigilant. Okay, now let's get back to sorcery. If you give in to what you think is your curiosity, because it's probably actually somebody designing or creating you or pushing you toward addiction because they want to make some money off of you. I want you to know about this because I want you to be vigilant. I want you to be watchful. I want you to see. I want you to pay attention. Like, hold on, this person. Let me tell you about this one dude. I called him my brother. I've been home. I struggled with addiction 15, 16 years ago. I'm over that. And but this one dude who also came home, we called him my brother. You know, we both spoke positive at all the NA meetings and all the alcoholic anonymous meetings. And one day, this so-called brother, who I love, went to his house, cooked for him. He can't cook. I went, cooked him something to eat. We ate, kicked it, did push-ups, all that good shit. He advertised heroin to me. Knowing what I know, I immediately identified that this dude is trying to take my soul. Because it's not the money. You could say it's the money, but it's not the money. It's the control of the soul. If you look up the definition of sorcery, the Greek origin word pharmakia, when you look up that word, it's going to tell you to be able to control, using drugs to control evil spirits, to control people. This is detrimental to us because we have a soul. So these evil spirits need something to control, and that something is your soul. So someone offer you something free, or they sell it to you, or you're struggling with addiction right now. What you are doing is that you are letting your soul be controlled by an evil sorcerer. That's what you're doing. When you do a substance, something malicious, whether it don't have to be malicious, it could be something good. It could be an antibiotic. If you take an antibiotic, you evoking a spirit, but it's a good healing spirit. If you doing it correctly according to the instructions. When you take in something more malicious like crack or heroin or whatever, you're evoking an evil spirit into your soul. And let me point to, I just have to show you this. Okay, I'm fresh. I don't do drugs or whatever, but I decided to get caught in that net of people who need to make money and who need somebody to buy their drugs, and I decided to use it. All right, this is my soul. Once I use that drug, I take the physical part into my physical body, and then I take that spirit into my soul. Once that spirit get into my soul, it's almost I'm making the video. Hold on. Go get baby. Go get baby. I'm taking that into my soul, right? And once that spirit get into my soul, that spirit now don't want to leave. That spirit won't control of this soul, my soul. So it's gonna keep wanting me to use it, so that spirit can stay in it until my soul is so exhausted that it's too tired to fight this addiction. Now this spirit is in control of me. This evil spirit is in control of me. So when this evil spirit is in control of me, this evil spirit also answers to bigger spirits, which is more than likely the person that you bought the substance from, and the person he bought, or the person he bought the substance from to sell to you. That spirit is obeying bigger evil spirits. You understand? Okay, so you got this spirit in your soul that's obeying, that's driving your soul, that's obeying this other person's evil spirit, or that other person's bigger spirit, or the grand spirit, the grand evil spirit. They're that's why sometimes you probably wonder, like, hold on, why would he do something like that? He wasn't raised like that. He did that. Why did he do that? It's because he wasn't himself or herself. That person was actually being controlled by an evil spirit. Yeah. It's not just about the money. It's about control of that soul. Your soul is the most valuable thing to you, to ourselves, in the universe, than anything else. It's more precious than anything you can think of. I mean, it's so precious that you should be ready to give up whatever, if you had to maintain it and to keep it yourself, to keep it healthy, to keep her sober, to keep her healthy, to keep her healthy. That should be your main goal, is to keep your soul healthy and to keep your soul learning. Because when you move on in your soul, all of that moves on with you. The material things don't move on with her, but all of those things moves on with her. Memories, actions, behaviors, her hereditary curses and blessings, all of that moves on. So back to pharmakia. When you are being susceptible to this evil spirit, you become some people develop what you call the Stockholm Syndrome, where you start saying, this, I've been going through this, I should be able to do this. Or my excuse was, when I was out there and I was struggling with addiction and I was breaking into houses or whatnot, my excuse was, oh, they got insurance. I made up excuses for these evil spirits that wanted to commit crimes, because I didn't understand that I was actually being controlled by something. So yeah, so that's pretty much, I hope I expressed everything that I wanted to express to y'all, and I hope that this helps someone understand why they were addicted to substances. I hope that it helped people to make the right decisions, of who've been thinking that they've been contemplating about, using certain substances because of peer pressure or whatever. Because, and not just physical peers, like the people but like spirits that's, around because of you. You allow certain things around you, and which takes me into another teaching. Say, for instance, I have a table, I have a table. And everything about me is sitting at this table. My home is at this table. My car is at this table. My wife is at this table. My family, my friends, my coworkers, everything good that God blessed me with is sitting at this table communicating righteousness. If I allow somebody that's evil to come sit at that table, that now evil, whatever kind of evil they doing, whether it's malicious pharmacy or whatever, if it's stealing, if it's whatever it is, if I allow this evil person to come sit at this table, if I allow this person around me, whether it's whoever, they get to see all the other blessings that's at my table. Now, when you let something evil like that sit at your table and see what you got good going on, what you think that evil thing want to do? That evil thing want to do its job. It want to tear it down. It want to take everything at your table away. A lot of times we block our blessings because we allow things that sitting at our tables that shouldn't be there. We allow them there. So we experience turmoil. We experience death. We experience loss. We experience grief. We experience misery because we allow certain things to sit at our table that don't belong at our table. So now you let this evil spirit, this devil or imp, whatever you want to call it, sit at your table, and now it's seeing things. All of a sudden, it sees your wife like, oh man, you know, he don't deserve that or whatever. He want to get rid of it. So what do he do? Inspire you to lose your wife, like cheating or abuse or whatever kind of abuse. And once if that wife is removed from the table, that spirit is like, yes, we got his wife off the table. Next, what it's going to do? It's going to take the first thing is not going to be your wife. The first thing usually it's your wife. The first, or your woman, like in the Garden of Eden. The first thing that the serpent attacked was the woman. So that's what your woman is very important. So you definitely want to keep her. But the next thing, just as important to her, is your support system. Like whether it's your church or whatever, or your organization or whatever, your support system. You got that evil thing sitting at your table. And see your support system. You got to get rid of it in order to destroy you, because that's what the evil thing is there for. There's nothing, an evil spirit. There's no job other than to destroy you, of the evil spirit of the devil. That's the only job that it has in your life. That's the only reason that it's there, is to destroy you. I don't care if this devil is helping you make money. The main reason for that devil to be there is to destroy you, to take your soul, to take your grace off of you so they can kill you. And what I mean, I don't mean physical death, I mean spiritual death. Kill you, put you in that fire. That's the main reason that any evil spirit is there. I don't care if some people, they sell their soul, or that's their choice. They have a right to do that. It's free will. God gave us free will to do that. But if I want to give you some advice, I want you to know to keep your soul in the name of Jesus. Keep your soul no matter what. Don't sell it. Don't abuse it. Don't be do not let your soul be subjected to anything evil, because I promise you, a little jail time, that probably ain't nothing. A little, a little turmoil, a little whatever, a little misery, that ain't nothing compared to forever being in torment. Forever, like not ending. Imagine your most horrible, traumatic, your most horrible, traumatic situation in your life, your whole life. Imagine that being multiplied 1,000 times forever. You just going through that forever. Whatever it is that makes you miserable. Yeah, that's the whole point of that evil spirit being there. And though that evil spirit, a sorcery, however, you know what I'm saying, that evil spirit being there may gift you some things here on earth, but that's nothing compared to you losing your gifts forever. That's nothing. So I want you to be mindful today that if you haven't struggled with addiction before, that there's people on earth that's after you. There's people on earth that want you to lose everything, to crack, to heroin, to meth, whatever. There's people on earth that want you to lose everything and to kill you while your soul is lost. There's a lot of people on earth like that. And they're watching and they're waiting for that perfect opportunity. One of the things, I have recently went through something this February. I ain't gonna describe the situation, but it had devastated me a lot because I really, had other thoughts about the situation, but it didn't work out like I wanted it to work out, and I was hurt. And most people would imagine that I probably would have been drunk that night and got drunk the next day, but I didn't. I told the love of my life, my fiance, Brooklyn, I told her, I said the worst thing a person can do when they're going through something is to have a drink or to trust somebody with substances. That's the worst thing they can do. I said, I'm not going to have a drink. I had a drink in the refrigerator. I had a Hennessy in the refrigerator, and I had some Coors Light in the refrigerator. I could have easily went and got drunk and try to drink my problems away. But I knew that wasn't it. That Hennessy and that Coors Light was in my refrigerator for waiting, anticipating a celebration. Like I got something to celebrate about because of what happened this week. I got something to celebrate. So I should be having drinks right now because this is a celebration. But the worst thing you can do is when you're going through something, depression or anything, the worst thing you can do is to trust somebody who want to give you a substance. Don't do no substances when you're going through something. Don't drink. Don't, people smoke some bud, you know what I'm saying? But don't drink. Don't be susceptible. Do not be subject to people who want to take advantage of you because they know that you're going through something, and people who just want to make a customer out of you. Yeah, you want to keep for a while. You remember the Bible, I believe it's 2 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. There's people roaming, seeking whom they may devour. There's spirits on earth actually doing that. That's why you find yourself in some messed up situations, because somebody preyed on you. And even though I take full responsibility and I hold myself accountable to the decisions and stuff that I made, even though I did it in ignorance, I still accept responsibility for it, and I thank God because I know the things that I know today and the reasons why I made some of those choices. Influence. Yeah, there's people who's praying, lions praying on you, sharks, they praying, they waiting on you, they waiting on you to leak blood so they can, where you at? They can't see you unless you leak, unless you leaking that shark snatching you up. Don't leak no blood, don't leak no spirit. You hold that spirit. Do not quench the Holy Spirit. Don't do that. You want to pray, you want to stay prayed up, and you want to watch. And I'm not saying, you got to be a snitch or anything. Like, you ain't got to go tell on a nigga because he rolling, or tell on her because they rolling, or they doing evil sorcery. You ain't got to do all of that. That's the police job. But what you can do is that you can understand and know, like, look, these people are after me. These people are looking to make customers out of people. And I don't want them around me. I don't want them around my kids. You feel me? Yeah, that's why I made this video, because I made this video because I love y'all. These videos that I be making y'all, the shit that I be telling y'all, this shit is dangerous. This shit is dangerous knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And but I share it because the shit that I went through, some of the shit that I went through, I don't want y'all to have to go through that. I remember I used to sit in prison. Like, thank God it's me and not my brothers. Thank God it's me and not my cousins, because they wouldn't have been able to do this. They wouldn't have been able to handle this. That's how jacked up it is once you get caught up. You don't want to get caught up in none of that. Take my advice, even if you had to give up some things. Hey, what's up, Dad? This going. Yeah, she in there. Yeah, so that's what I got to say for now. You know what I'm saying? And I hope, this helped somebody. I hope I said everything that I, once I made this video that I wanted to say, that I wanted to tell y'all. But oh yeah, another thing, it's not just new people that they looking to make customers out of. Some of us, I'm not the only one that beat my addiction, that overcame that devil. I'm not the only one that did that. Okay, there's people in the world that still kind of like see you like that. Like, oh, this person right here, they used to smoke rocks. This person right here, yeah, he used to snort heroin. Shit, let me give him a free pack. Let me pull up on him or something. You know what I'm saying? You a target too. Sometimes we the worst targets. But thank God for the Holy Spirit. Them niggas see this light right here and they don't even try it because they know what it is. Now you ain't had, um, you know, I'm just gonna stop it there. I'm just gonna keep it there. I hope y'all got this. If y'all have any questions, if y'all want to talk, pray, or anything, y'all just inbox me, hit me up, or whatever, and we can do that. But I don't expect y'all to get this overnight because this is not no overnight stuff. This took me years. The study, it took me years to learn this and to understand this. You understand? But I just want you to know, that be sober, be vigilant. And what I mean by sober, I mean sober-minded. That means having, a mind of good intentions, a mind of love, a mind of wisdom, a mind of knowledge, good knowledge, true knowledge, not none of that false knowledge that people try to, push off on people, saying this and that, or whatever. But yeah, so that's what I got to share for the day. And oh, maybe next time. All right. Hey, look, I love y'all. I gotta get to my family. It's about to be a celebration. You probably wondering why we celebrating. I did something great this week, and I'm looking forward to the future right now. You feel me? Maybe I'll share it a little later, because not all y'all, congratulating me. Not all y'all actually, love me. Some of y'all, I know y'all hating. Some of y'all, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, or in your core beliefs, just to hate me because I'm kicking all this truth or whatever. But guess what? I love you too. Yeah, I love you too. And I'm making this video for you because you might not know this shit either. So y'all have a great day. I'm about to.